Today we're in the Finger Lakes again, and we're in Penn on the west side of Seneca Lake, and we're going to go to Anthony Road. And it's a great winery. They do really expressive whites, and they do some lovely reds, and they've got some other great stuff. And they've got a great winemaker and great odors. So you're going to have a lot of fun on this one. Come on with us. Take care. When Rich and I first arrived at Anthony Road, there was a big commotion, lots of confetti and balloons and a grand welcome. Well, maybe not. John and Ann Martini moved to Anthony Road in 1973. Ann grew up in Rochester in the New York City suburbs outside of New Jersey, and John grew up in those same New Jersey suburbs. Ann had been a teacher, John had worked in the Peace Corps and then in business. With the help of family and friends, they planted their first 5 acres in the summer of '73. The vineyard grew to 30 acres. The Martinis had 4 children. Today they have 12 grandchildren, and Anthony Road is one of the most successful and influential wineries in the Finger Lakes. Peter Martini is the vineyard manager. He graduated Clarkson University in 1990 with a Bachelor of Science degree in business management. Peter has the responsibility for managing the vineyard operation for Anthony Road. Recent plantings of Cabernet Franc, Lemberger, and Pinot Noir have been added to the existing Riesling and Vignoble acreage. Since 2002, he has managed their joint project with the Young family of California and planting the first section of the new vineyard on Nut Road. Rich and I went to the tasting room, which has been redone over the past few years. It's a fantastic space that overlooks one of the family's vineyards. Peter Becraft is the head winemaker at Anthony Road. Peter's proverbial better half is his feisty chocolatier wife, Carrie, who sometimes works the winery, but who is better known as Carrie Moe Chocolates. She is funny as hell, but she's also very serious about chocolate. And her chocolate is exotic, beautiful, and delicious. We love Carrie. The bubbly was dry and delicious. It's a blend of Riesling, Chardonnay, and Pinot Gris, all stainless steel. Lots of lovely, lovely little bubbles. A lovely wine. It really had a great time. This raised both mine and Rich's eyebrows. Great way to start the tasting. The Pinot Gris was a big green apple and citrus burst with nice acidity. It was a dry finish, a great food wine. The dry Riesling was a great zippy food wine. Hints of tangerine and apple, pineapple, ginger, white lily. Very pretty. The Art Series Riesling had these lovely floral notes. It was citrusy, green apple, great structure, lovely minerality, and really well integrated. Loved the acidity end, truly elegant. Loved this one too. Always one of my favorites, the Art Series Rieslings. Peter Becraft has an education in fine arts and previously worked in fashion photography. He came to Anthony Road in May of 2006 for a tasting and a cellar visit. This then led to working a harvest, then to being a full-time assistant winemaker by 2008. When the winemaker left to found his own winery, Peter was given the opportunity to show his stuff. He has since evolved into one of the better and more versatile winemakers in the region. The white wines the winery had become famous for have maintained or improved, and his red wine game has come on strong. As head winemaker, Peter has shown finesse and passion, as well as an eye for high quality. It's a match made in heaven. Next up were the gray label whites. These were extended skin contact and barrel fermented wines. I was really excited about this lineup. The skin fermented Riesling was a deep yellow straw colored wine. It was fermented on the skins, resulting in a wine with more focus on the savory aspects of the grape. Really, really impressive wine. Barrel fermented Pinot Gris. The primary and malolactic fermentation all took place in Hungarian oak. Beautiful wine, well balanced, complex, elegant, great structure. One of my favorite wines of the tasting. Skin fermented Pinot Gris. This wine was fermented on the skins, big mouthfeel, lovely. Lush wine, great zippy ending, just a really, really powerful. Really loved this one. The barrel fermented Gewürztraminer was an eye-opener as well. Primary and malolactic fermentation took place in large format oak barrels, aged in barrel on its lees for 8 months. A fantastic nose, definitely one of my favorites from the tasting. The Rosé of Lemberger had this lovely pale salmon pink color to it. It was bright, crisp, nice red raspberry up front. There was limestone and melon and strawberry, which all came through. Great acidic ending. But more importantly, here's Peter's thoughts on the wine.
Hi there, this is Peter Becraft from Anthony Road Wine Company. The wine I want you to drink is this one. This is the 2019 Rosé of Lemberger. It's part of our Gray series. A little bit of barrel fermentation, a little bit of stainless steel fermentation. Beautiful color. Come on, look at that, right? Super refreshing, a lot of texture, a lot of flavor. For a light colored wine, it gives you more and more on the palate. Super, super tasty.
Next was the classic Rosé of Cabernet Franc, a staple of the Finger Lakes. And this one was no exception. Lovely bright cherry, strawberry with a classic lime citrus ending. Very lovely. And then there was the Cabernet Franc Lemberger blend. This one was mostly Cab Franc 6436 to the Lemberger. Lovely wine, big notes of cherry, pomegranate, nice big wine, good tannins, really lovely. And then the ending was Tony's Bubbly, the sparkling red wine, incredibly popular in their tasting room, bright, bubbly, red, sparkler, lots of fun, big winner. As if all that weren't enough, Peter then took Rich and I behind the scenes, and we got to do a barrel tasting of some of their future wines. Peter toured us through a number of barrels. I can't talk about all of them. Some were blends and some were experiments, but I can tell you that they were great, and there's lots of good things coming from Anthony Road. Here's two I can spill the beans about. There was a barrel-aged Chardonnay done in older French oak. It was the 2019. It was incredibly fragrant, really lush, just a tremendous nose, fantastic mouthfeel, lovely light toast. The fruit lingered forever. Really a tremendous Chardonnay. And the other was the 2019 Lemberger. It's off the charts. Almost tastes like a really good Pinot Noir. Huge cherry notes, super smooth. Cannot wait for that wine to be bottled. It was a great visit with Carrie and Peter and Anthony Road.
So that's Anthony Road. I can't tell you how excited I was to go through that. I've known Peter and Carrie for quite a while, and so happy to see how Peter has ended up. And I can't tell you, there aren't many great winery owners like the Martinis. John especially has got a great sense of humor, but that belies a great business sense. He's one of the people who have helped make the Finger Lakes the Finger Lakes. They make great wines. That Gray series is absolutely spectacular. And you're just going to want to go and see them. And if you go next year, I'm telling you that Lemberger and that Chardonnay are off the charts. And there's some really good blends coming that you're going to like. Take care, and we'll see you again.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Great American Winery Stroopwaffle. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll come back soon. And in the meantime, drink local.